Why do you think 50% of marriages fail?
One is because people don't select well. They select based on chemistry and their blueprint of like someone gives me butterflies, as opposed to having the tough conversations about what do we believe a life well lived is? What is our stance on children? What is our stance on money? What is our stance on spirituality? Like, what's our values? And what are we going to do to fight for this relationship when we have a hard time? So people don't have those conversations, and then they are not able to assess if they're actually with the right person for them. And then also people don't have the skills to make a relationship work over the long term. And people get very selfish. So we become fixated on what we're not getting, and we don't think about what we're not giving. We get in our heads, we create a lot of stories about the other person, we build up a lot of resentment. That resentment creates a lot of resistance. That resistance creates a tense physiology, and in that tense physiology, we're not attracted to each other anymore. We lose the motivation to meet each other's needs. And that's all part of the learned helplessness. And then we think, there's no better way to move forward from this than to get a divorce.
Okay, so that was why does Gillian Turecki, who was brilliant just then, and I agree with 99% of what she said, why do 50% of marriages fail? All of that was correct. The piece that is missing, and again, it's a short clip, so the longer podcast might be better than what I'm about to pull it up for, is she put it down to learned helplessness in that clip, and I disagree. I'm not saying learned helplessness is not a piece of the puzzle. It is a symptom of the problem. But what is missing in these relationships is the relationship with self. So she described how people get together and what they miss and what they don't do, and how that arcs into a relationship failing. And I agree. What is missing, though, is, do you know what your own values are? Do you know what your own beliefs are? Do you know what it is that having a successful life means to you? And if you know what those things are, you will naturally be curious about what somebody else's is. And when you have that knowledge of self, your relationships are going to change.